Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm creating a layout for the My Creative Scrapbook design team. I'm using the June main kit, which is filled with the Pink Fresh Studio Fresh Start collection. Now, I do have a full unboxing on my YouTube channel, and if you haven't seen that unboxing, I will leave a link to it listed down below in the description box. Here's a little clip from my unboxing, which just shows the gorgeous kit that this is. Now, I've already done a little prep work off camera. These are the pattern papers that I was drawn to for this layout. I love the little coffee pots and how it just kind of says, reset, refocus. I thought that this green matched very well. I like this yellow with it. And then I'm also pulling in a piece of cardstock from my stash. I have a ton of close to my heart cardstock. So this is their two-tone. I believe this is peach. It might be melon. But I pulled in a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. I went on my Cricut and I made some circles. So I cut these to 3-inch circles. I do have 9 of these, and off camera I distressed the edges of these. So I've got 9 3-inch circles with the edges distressed. I do have the light side showing because this is a two-tone cardstock. And I want to make a grid style layout. So this is kind of how I want those to look. I went ahead and glued those down. Then the next thing I did was I cut the pattern paper into a 6-inch strip. Again, I went back to my Cricut and I cut some more circles, but this time I cut them to 2.5 in size. So I used this icon pattern paper, and let's see here, I cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cut 5 of these, and I think I also cut 5 of the green pattern paper as well, which I'll bring it in here in just a moment. So these circles are 2.5, and then the next green ones that I'm going to bring in are also 2.5. But instead of leaving the green full in size, what I have done is pushed the circle in my paper trimmer over to the 1.25 inch mark, and I cut them in half. Again, off camera, I distressed all the edges of all of these circles, and now what I want to do is fill in these peachy colored circles with just half of the piece of cardstock for some extra interest. So I'm going to go ahead and give each of these circles that don't have anything in them a piece of a half circle. And then what I want to do next is then layer some embellishments on top of those half circles. So I think the pattern paper with the icons is a little busy, so I'm going to leave it alone. Here's the photo that I want to scrapbook, and on the left is my oldest son, Logan. His wife, Chloe's on the far right, and then my mini-me, Tatum, in the center. And they had stopped to get some coffee at a cute little coffee shop. It's actually my favorite coffee shop, Mimi's. And this was back in January of 2023. But I hadn't scrapbooked this yet. And when I saw this paper with the little coffee pots, I remembered I had this cute photo of them with the little cup and the, like the steam coming out. So I thought that was adorable. I do want to use the chipboard sticker that came in the kit that says Fresh Start, and it's got the little coffee pot. It's pouring coffee next to it. So how perfect is that? So I'm really leaning into the coffee theme on this layout. You wouldn't necessarily have to. I feel like this icon paper could be used for so many things. In fact, you'll have to check out my other videos this month to see how else I use the icon paper in this collection. All right, so I added a little bit of foam tape to the back of this Fresh Start sticker. Now, off camera, I did put some powder on the back of all the stickers. So any stickers I used, I did remove the stick so that I could move them around like die cuts in case I want to change my mind. So what I'm thinking, so these little circles, they were inside of this grid here. And I thought, how could I use those? And they're just so cute. I had to use them. So I've got the coffee pot, the coffee cup, I've got a book, and then I've got just a green one here. And before I stick those down, I want to make a few little tangled thread clusters here underneath each of the little circular stickers or icon stickers that are chipboard. So they're also super cute. So I pulled in this, it's kind of like a yellowy golden cream. Is that even a color? I was really trying to get like the same color as this yellow paper. It's kind of golden. And then it is also in the coffee pot there in the center. So you see little hints of that color. And I thought that this thread in my stash matched it perfectly. And I wanted it to stand out, right? I didn't want the peach color and I didn't want the green because then when I put the thread down, you wouldn't be able to see it. So what I like to do is give a couple pulls on my sewing thread here, and this is just sewing thread. Give it a good cut, and then I wrap it around my fingers several times, pinch it in the center, and then I'm going to place a little dollop of glue down. Like I said, I pinch the little thread in the center, and then I stick it down. So I find that that's the easiest way to make these little tangled thread clusters. So there you can see I put the little coffee pot on there. Isn't that adorable? I'm going to do another one here. So each of the little tiny chipboard circles is going to get a tangled thread behind it. So now I've got here one for the books. And those books are super cute also. They've got little flowers on them. And I just love the color palette of these pastels and then that pop of black. I think that that's really unique. I did print my photo at home on my Epson PictureMate 400. And let me see, I feel like it's a different size. It is 3 by, I think it's 3 by 5. Yes, 3 by 5. And then I just matted that with some of that yellow pretty paper. Here is my last tangled thread cluster. Put that down, and then the little green circle here. So super easy layout, but I think it has such a great visual interest to it. All right, now I want to start building another cluster. First, I'm going to glue down this little, what do you call these? Like a little I think it's a binder clip, a little binder clip. We'll just add that to the top of the photo just for some extra interest up there. We'll just kind of place it a little bit wonky. I didn't want it straight and I didn't want it on the circles. And then next I want to make a little cluster. So I'm going to add just a little sprig of leaves. I love the leaves and the flowers and this ephemera kit. They don't have the white borders on them. They're just like so lifelike. They're so pretty. So I'm going to put a little glue and then just place this down. Then I've got a couple more flowers here. So I've got this yellow and white flower. I'm going to just add it down. I'm going to place it on top of the photo. No foam, just on top of the photo. And then this is so cute. I had to use this cute little pink coffee pot. So I'm going to place this in the bottom right over top of those flowers. So I wanted the flowers just kind of peeking out from behind the photo and behind the cluster here, behind the coffee pot. So there's the coffee pot. I've got another little flower here just to kind of build that up a bit. So place one more flower. And then I found on the chipboard sheet a few of these little stars. So I thought I'd place 3 down. So I'll place one on this middle circle at the top, and then one on the far left, and then another one down here on the bottom, just to kind of draw your eye around the page in a triangle. And I really like the way that that looks. So that is going to be the finishing detail for this page. I am going to go off camera and stamp the date, January 2nd, 2023, and then that's going to wrap it up. So if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. If you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. If you have any questions about the My Creative Scrapbook kits, you can drop them down below and I will get back with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!